So she told me to take it easy. She doesn't want her to come before 36 weeks, but hey, welcome to my 34-week pregnancy update. I don't think I've ever filmed a video this early in the morning. It feels really weird. It's like 8 o'clock in the morning right now, but Grace had her first sleepover at grandma's at my mom's last night, so I figured why not just get up and get this video filmed so it's out of the way. So this week the baby is the size of a butternut squash. The other ones were not very interesting. I think the other one was like a basketball hoop, which seems kind of big. I don't know. Anyways, apparently she is 17.7 inches long and 4.63 pounds. So she's like actually like almost 5 pounds now. That's really crazy. What does it say? It says baby is recognizing and reacting to simple songs. Yeah, that's about it. I definitely think that she will recognize Baby Beluga because Grace is obsessed with that song right now, so we sing it all the time. That and Baby Shark. Yeah, this baby will definitely know those two songs. So as far as symptoms this week, it's basically sucked. I feel like the past like however many weeks I've had like not a lot of symptoms and they've all been pretty mild. This week has sucked, basically. I don't think I mentioned last week though, in my 33-week update, I meant to mention that I've had like a lot of shortness of breath, but I don't know if shortness of breath is the right word because it's like she's up really high and like pushing into my lungs, so it's like hard to get like a deep breath. I don't feel like that as much this week, which kind of makes sense after my doctor's appointment, but I'll get through the symptoms first. My back hurt so much on, on Monday night, which was kind of scary because I had a really bad backache in my lower back the night or like the whole day before I went to labor with Grace. So it is always a little bit like worrisome when my lower back hurts. I don't know if that had anything to do with my labor with Grace or if it was just a fluke that I was huge and my back was sore. But yeah, that was a symptom. I've had acid reflux a couple nights. I think I talked about that last week as well. But on Wednesday night it was really bad and it kind of felt more like heartburn, but I don't know, it's not something that I've ever dealt with before being pregnant, like acid reflux or heartburn, so I'm not really sure if that's the right word to describe what I'm feeling, but it's that like gross feeling in your throat, and it was more hurting than it usually, like when I feel the acid reflux feeling, so that's why I say I think it was more heartburn. But either way, another not fun symptom. I've been like wide awake like every night. Actually last night was the first night that I actually fell asleep, possibly before 11 o'clock even. I don't know why. I don't know if it had anything to do with Grace being at my mom's. I have no idea. But every other night this week I haven't been able to fall asleep till after midnight. I've just been like wide awake. It's not even like I'm tired and can't sleep. It's just like I'm laying there wide awake and Greg's asleep next to me and I'm just looking at my phone because I'm wide awake. So there's that. I've definitely felt the two things that I never experienced really in my pregnancy with Grace was Braxton Hicks and the feeling of her kicking my ribs. So like I've always heard of most pregnant women say, or I don't know most, I've heard a lot of pregnant women say how their babies like won't get out of one side or the other, like out of their ribs. I never felt that with Grace. I don't know if it was because I got a lot bigger so there was more room for her. I have no idea, or she just didn't, that just wasn't something that she was interested in doing. But this baby is always up in my right rib, like she's always been on this side anyways, but this week I really felt her like, ow, that's my rib, get out. I definitely like felt that feeling. So I definitely think that she's gonna be really tall. Or like long. I don't know what the right word is there. Because the other symptom, so there's that, and then the other symptom is I've been feeling pressure. That kind of goes along with like my doctor's appointment. So I will get into that. On Tuesday I had my 34-week doctor's appointment, whatever. And it all went well. I actually lost 0.2 of a kilogram, so I don't even know what that is in pounds, but like barely anything. So basically I stayed the same weight, which was another kind of like scary symptom because I lost a little bit of weight before I went to labor with Grace. And my doctor actually commented on that because it's like an old wives' tale that if you lose weight, you're gonna go into labor, or once you start losing weight. So I don't know what was with that. But her heart rate was 135 beats per minute, and my fundal height, or whatever, like the size of my belly, was 32 centimeters. So that is slightly smaller, but my doctor wasn't concerned at all, so I guess there's no concerns. But then the other thing was that they always like feel to tell what position, I guess is the right word, what position the baby is in. I don't know how they do it. I try to like feel the same way that the doctor feels, put the same amount of pressure, and I can never tell. I don't know, they always feel, and they're like, oh yeah, she's head down, and like they know right away. I don't feel it, but they're doctors, they're trained, right? So she felt to see she was still head down, which she is, and she goes, oh wow, I don't know what she said. She said, oh, she's really low, you're feeling pressure already, or like something like that, asking if I was feeling pressure already, and I sort of had been, so I said yes. So she told me to take it easy. She doesn't want her to come before 36 weeks, but just, it's hard. Like, she wasn't overly concerned. She just said, oh, take it easy. We don't want her to come before 36 weeks. Which, of course, you don't ever really want a baby to come early. But specifically where I live, at the earliest date, I guess, like you can stay at the hospital here, is like 36 weeks. If the baby's born after 36 weeks, then you can stay here. Otherwise, you have to go to like a bigger hospital a little bit farther away, which I would really, really like to avoid for a few reasons. On like, obviously I want the baby to be healthy and have like the best chance at life, but I also just don't want to be that far from Grace and home and my family and all of that stuff. But and then 37 weeks is full term, so obviously after 37 weeks is ideal. So I don't know, like I kind of feel like she might come early, but at the same time my doctor wasn't concerned. She didn't say to go on bed rest or anything like that. She just said take it easy. So I'm not really sure what take it easy means. I feel like I probably should have clarified more, but Grace was there at the appointment, and it's just always hard to like really talk when Grace is there causing trouble. So there's that. And then to go along with like the pressure, within the last couple days I've realized I don't know. When I was pregnant with Grace, I always thought when I heard people say, oh, I'm feeling a lot of pressure, or just use that term, I thought it was more of like pain, like the pressure meant like a pain, more uncomfortable feeling. But then I thought about it more, and I thought about how I was feeling the day I went to labor with Grace, and I feel like the pressure feeling is more, for my body at least, of like that feeling of like always having to go pee, if that makes sense. I don't know, I have a new like outlook of what I think the feeling of pressure, when people use the word pressure, I think I understand it in a different way, if that makes any sense. So anyways, I'm pretty sure I've been feeling pressure. She is definitely low, definitely supposed to be taking it easy, whatever that means. So I doubt this baby will make it all the way to her due date, which is September 22nd, but I've never really thought that she would make it all the way to her due date because I didn't make it that far with Grace either. And it's pretty common that if you go into labor at a certain point with your first, like you can expect to go into labor at that point with your second. And so my birthday is actually 1 week before my due date, September 15th. So I've always kind of thought that it might be on that day, or like give or take a few days. But from the doctor's comment of like that how low she is, she might not even make it that far. Honestly though, she just needs to make it to September, because we have Grace's doctor's appointment, we have stuff going on, Grace's birthday, like Grace had like her 2-year checkup. We just have stuff going on until September. So as long as she waits till September, then that's all fine. Also, because the day of Grace's party, September 1st, I'm 37 weeks. So after that point, she's full term. It's basically just like growing, like gaining fat. Basically, a baby is just gaining fat after 37 weeks. They're fully developed, and their lungs and everything like that are all good. So as long as she waits till then, I really have no problems. If she comes early, I would be kind of excited, because I'm feeling pretty over being pregnant this time. I loved being pregnant with Grace, and I love being pregnant now too. It's like a miracle of life and whatever, but I'm definitely feeling over it, having a toddler to look after as well. So I think that's all my symptoms and things like that I have to take to talk about. I didn't write down my blood pressure. I don't think she actually even said it out loud to me, but it's always been good. So I don't think there was any concern. I think that's all the notes about the doctor. But I have some things to show that I got for her this week. So I think I've mentioned in like previous weeks I had ordered some clothes and a few things. They all came this week. So the first thing that I'm going to talk about is this little nightlight thing. Oh. This is the brand Vava, I guess. It's V-A-V-A. The box is a little smushed. So this is what it looks like. It's kind of like an egg. There's the little like logo, and it kind of, is that gonna focus? Yeah. So it tells you like how to work it and stuff. So it's for like breastfeeding in the middle of the night, or just like a night light for a toddler, whatever, you know. It's a night light. So it doesn't actually come with one of these. Of course, everyone nowadays has like a million blocks around from old phone chargers and stuff, so that was fine. But just kind of interesting that it just comes like with this. And then this is the little like charging station or whatever. So I'm gonna go back in now. So you can plug this into here and then put the light, it's got a little like sensor thing, right directly on here. Or you can actually open this up and in here plug the charger directly into the light, because the light can work like without being on the station or whatever, being on this thing. So it has like, let's see if it's still charged. I didn't charge it for very long. Okay, so maybe I turned it off. There we go. Okay, so if you hold it, it turns up. If you hold it, it turns down, and then that is on still. You can just barely see it. Let's turn it back up. Then you double tap it to turn it on or off. And then the other thing was you can change the, how do I do that? There, so it's like a white kind of light, and then you hold it here and it turns it to more like a yellow light. I think a yellow light is less, I don't want to say harmful, but like bright on your eyes in the night kind of thing. So I'm really excited about this. And then yeah, there's a power button on the bottom that you hold for 1.5 seconds or whatever it says, and it turns off, like, so that if you tap it, it doesn't turn on. So, oh, and then the other cool thing about this is that, like, it can be used for, like, camping or whatever. Obviously, it's a portable light, so it comes with a little hooky thing, and then you can actually, like, hook that onto this and hang it somewhere. In the picture, I think in the book, they show it, like, hanging, like, from, like, the top of a tent or whatever, so that's kind of cool. I think this will be a really good thing to just have. But I definitely, that will be in our bedroom for like breastfeeding and diaper changes in the night. And then the other thing that I probably won't use, but just kind of interesting to note that it comes with, are these little faces. So you can, like, if your kid wants to, you know, put a little face on the egg and then it's like a little character or whatever. I probably won't use those, but I just thought it was kind of interesting that it came with that. So the next thing that I picked up is more exciting because it's clothes, and I'm super excited. I did get her Halloween costume, but I'm not going to show that because I think it should just wait for Halloween. So the first thing is this little sister outfit. I'm such a sucker for anything that says little sister. I'm just so excited to have 2 girls. So this outfit I didn't buy for like a coming home outfit or whatever. I didn't buy it to bring to the hospital, but I actually think I might. But I do have like 4 outfits already packed in my hospital bag. But she has her own hospital bag and I have room, so I might throw this one in as well because it actually is a lot smaller than I expected. It is the Carter's 3-month size. I think there was a newborn size, but I chose to get the slightly bigger one. But it came a lot smaller than I expected, so that's not a big deal, just kind of interesting. The next thing that I got are these gowns. I love these gowns. Again, I think I got the 3-month size, yeah, because they're a gown, like they're supposed to be long. It's okay if they're big, right? So this one has, let's see if it'll focus, little bows, little kitties, and rainbows. Oh, I think ice cream cones as well. So it's super cute. This one actually just came in a pack of 2. This wasn't actually the one that I really wanted. I probably wouldn't have gotten this one if it didn't come in the pack of 2. This is the one that I really wanted, that I'm so excited about. It's so cute. It's a little kitty face. It's It's got pockets, which I don't really need, but yeah, again, it's just the long gown. And they do have the like fold over. My camera just stopped recording. I don't know why it does that. But anyways, it has the little like fold over hand mitten things. I don't know if you could get a good view of that. Whatever, you know what those are. So yeah, I'm so excited about this one. It's so cute. They had a lot of kitty stuff at Carter's, and I did get this stuff on like a discount. There's like a overall site 20% off or something when I ordered this, so that was definitely nice. This is the last item of clothing. I don't know if we really needed this, but I just couldn't pass it up because it's so cute. Little kitties, some of them have bows. So it is a sleep sack. I got the medium, which says 6 to 9 months. I prefer when they say like a weight range opposed to like a month range for sleep sacks, because like with a sleep sack, it's not just like, the fit is important because of how like big their head, and you don't want them to slip inside of the sleep sack, right? So, but yeah, I don't know. Anyways, it's really cute and I'm so excited about it. And yeah, we use a lot of sleep sacks. We've used them with Grace basically since she started sleeping in her own bed, but it is really nice to have them in the winter, even when they're in like sleeping with me, like when they're not in their own bed. But yeah, those are so cute and I'm super excited about those. And then the one last thing that I did, I was gonna say pick up this week, but arrived this week in the mail, is one of these. So I don't have it out. I'm not gonna bring it all the way out here just to show you. So this is the instruction booklet. It is one of those IKEA, what is it, IKEA carts. I've seen tons of people use them in nurseries. If you go on Pinterest, they're literally used for everything, scrapbooking, everything. So we got it in black because they didn't have that pretty Tiffany blue anymore. The pretty nice one that you see everywhere on IKEA and everything. They don't have that anymore. They have one that's like a more, I don't know, more of like a deeper blue. Like, I don't know. There's a darker blue one that is definitely a nice color, and I definitely would have picked that one if I was having a boy. But they had that one, I think a beige one, and then black. And we got black because then it just seemed like more, it would go with the house more or whatever. We could use it for something else after we don't need it for like nursery kind of stuff. So basically how I've organized it right now, I know it will change. I'm like fussing over organizing all her stuff so much, and I'm trying not to fuss as much as I did with Grace, because with her I got everything perfect and organized and like exactly how I wanted it. And then I just ended up reorganizing it all after she was born anyways, because once you actually start using this stuff, you realize how you actually need to access it or whatever, you know? So trying not to like fuss too much over it and just put it away so that it's away in a spot, and once I figure out, once she's here, I can reorganize it if I need to. But what I've done for right now is I've done on the top disposal diapers, a couple packs of wipes, and a little basket thing of butt cream. Then the second one is all just cloth diapers. The bottom one right now just has like burp rags or whatever. Like this, we use like, I think they're actually supposed to be swaddle blankets, but they're like I don't know, I can't think of, they're flannel, I think, flannel swaddle blankets. We just always use those for like burp cloths, so I have those on there, and then her pack of washcloths, and I still have room to put something else on there, so I'm not totally like set on the organization of this, but I'm so excited about this, and I'm so glad we got it because it is on rollers. Obviously it's a cart, so it's sort of tucked away to the side, but we can pull it out closer to the change table when we actually need to change her. So I'm super excited about that. That is all I have to show this week, so I will go ahead and show you my bump. Here's my bump at 34 weeks. I don't know if you can get a good shot of it with this shirt on. Maybe that's better. So here's my bump at 34 weeks. My belly button still pretty much looks the same. I don't think it's like, it's maybe more than it was, but it's definitely not totally popped out yet. Again, I don't think I have any new stretch marks, thankfully. I haven't been doing anything specific for that. Honestly, haven't even been putting cream on, but I'm not as big as I was with Grace, so I think that is definitely helping. So yeah, that's my bump at 34 weeks, almost 35. So that's it for this week's video. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to follow my journey. I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching. Bye.